Hey, it's Mark Tompkins from Buzz Marketing. I'm here with Rawle, and Rawle does some pretty awesome workshops here in Kelowna and across the world, essentially. But he is in Kelowna, so he's definitely available. So tell us about one of the workshops that you do, and what does that entail? What does it look like?
Yeah. Well, one of the workshops I do is called Beyond the Discomfort, and it's a workshop around inclusion, diversity training. But it's more than that. It's an invitation for organizations to that want that type of training to really step back and kind of look at where the business is today, and to look at the key value statements, the proposition statements that they put out to their clients, and that they practice by. Is it still applicable? The times that we're living in today. It's an invitation for not just the individual, but for organizations to look internally and go, do we still value these things? And if not, why not? And how do we, develop new values? So, I'm not one that comes in to work on those types of statements with them. But when I talk about inclusion and diversity, I think it should stem from that. Is it something that you truly value? Because if it does, it permeates throughout your whole organization, and then it goes out into the world in regards to what you put out in your product. So I think there's a definite value for businesses from that standpoint.
100%. And we did one last year, I think it was, and I had no real expectations going into it because I had no idea what to expect really, and I think. I think even just saying inclusion and stuff like that, people already have a preconceived notion of what it is. But I think through the process that we went through, it was really just understanding where people came from, no matter who they were, and it created more of a bond between the staff members getting a little bit deeper into who each other was. And I think that's really at the surface of it, it's not complicated. People just need to get to know each other, really.
And that's the thing, we spend so much time in these walls with each other, and we even say at times we're family. Well, then what do you really know about this person? So it's kind of like from being an old coach. I always believe the more shared experiences you have, the tighter of a unit you become. And it's the same thing in business. Same thing when I worked for the bank at CIBC back in the day, and when I was developing retention strategies. Part of that was how well do the employees, our staff, know each other?
Yeah.
How well does management know each other, and so forth. So, whatever I built, I put forth programs that encourage us telling each other's story.
Yeah.
Is when we understand each other's story, we start to realize that we're really not that different. Our practices may be different, but we do a lot of the same things. We want the same things. And COVID, the protesting, all that has really highlighted how much we need each other.
Yeah.
And so that's, to me, that's one of the key tenets of my workshop is understanding each other's stories, but then understanding how those stories apply into your business environment, how you can use it, because who doesn't like storytelling?
Yeah, well, everybody likes to talk about themselves. and their past and stuff.
So I just think when you really know your story, you know somebody else's story, you're that much closer to truly being an inclusive environment and being an inclusive member of our community, that you want to know when someone shows up that's different. You want to know their story.
Yeah, for sure.
And then once you know their story, you start understanding, does this person, can they function within our environment, right? And function not...
Sometimes they can't.
But the opportunity is there for you and for them to find out.
100%.
That's what it is. For me, I'm not trying to control outcomes, just the opportunity. It's a level playing field. And I think that's what this is all about, and this is what I think most businesses are now really open to. The appetite is there for it.
Yeah, for sure.
Not just a soundbite, and not just talk about it.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're looking to get a little bit more information, just leave a comment down below in the LinkedIn ad, and yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about your workshops in the future. Thanks, Rawle.
Go Buzz Marketing.